Hello, and welcome to the show. My name is Renee Hastings, and I'm your host of Renee Speaks Golden Nuggets. Y'all, we just had the most fantastic conversation with Denise Thomas, who's talking to us today about how parents can put their children through college using other people's money. Y'all, it was so good. And I cannot wait to dive in even deeper to get all the nitty gritty hidden secrets of where the money is. So, Denise, why don't you fill us in? Tell us a little bit about what we talked about and what we can look forward to in Golden Nuggets.
Oh, wow. Thanks so much, Renee. We covered several of the myths that are keeping our kids in college debt. So if you missed that segment of the program, please go back and watch that and listen, because it is really an opportunity for you to change the thought process of what it means to do the high school to college process. We have been lied to. And whether it's on purpose or not, I don't know. But all I know is that everything that we are being taught, even today, with our high school counselors, waiting till junior year to work through everything when it comes to high school.
Yeah.
That's a recipe for college debt, or coming out of pocket with your 401k and whatnot. So there's other things you can do, and starting as early as middle school is really the ticket.
Wow, middle school. That is a really, I mean, because most parents, when they're thinking about middle school, they're just like trying to, still see if their kids can, be a cheerleader on the football team, or the kids that just want to play basketball or soccer or something like that. They're not thinking about college. But they need to be thinking about college, because it can sometimes, if you're trying to go to college on other people's money, you need to start building from then to make sure that you're prepared and that you have children who come out of college debt free, or on using, like you said, using other people's money. So what are, in your experience, Denise, what are some effective ways that entrepreneurs can diversify their investment portfolios to safeguard their retirement and create opportunities for supporting education?
Well, I'd say the first thing is to make sure you're doing the math. Not just what's it going to cost me to send my kids to college, but do the math as to what is it that is going, how does it affect me personally and my future investments, my retirement years, if I pay for college for my kids.
Right.
My husband challenged me to do that. I hadn't even thought about it. It really wasn't on my radar at all, because we had taken care of it with scholarships with our kids.
Right.
And he had just told me that had the stock market not crashed, had he not had the layoff and the bankruptcy and all of this, he thought we would just take the money from our retirement investments and pay for our kids to go to college. The money was there. It wouldn't be a big deal.
Right.
But what is the loss to the parent at retirement? So I did the math. And here's the thing. For every $100,000 that you pay for your kids to go to college, you lose more than $800,000 at retirement. Got two kids? That's $1.6 million lost. What if the college costs more than $100K? Or if the kids attend college for more than 4 years, which, by the way, is the majority, that's even more of your retirement savings gone. And believe me, your young adult children are not planning to support you in your golden years.
No.
So you have to understand that too. So that'll help you with the incentive to help your kids with this process. Let's start there. Now, what about your kids? Because let's face it, your kids are, well, they're kids. And I don't care how smart your kids are. They don't understand money. They just don't. They've got a roof over their heads. They probably have a car they can use almost anytime they want, whether it's theirs or mom's, doesn't matter. They don't understand paying the bills. They see mom or dad paying the bills maybe, but they don't understand how all this works.
Right. Which we need to change, by the way, as parents, I think.
100%. We have got to get our kids more involved. I mean, okay, look, back in my day, nobody talked about how much money anybody was making. I mean, that was just, that's not a
Same.
topic to discuss, right?
Same.
But that has to change today. And one of the things that I did, I had a client whose daughter had been accepted to a college with a scholarship, and then mom, who was a single mom, but making good money, could afford the balance. But Susie wanted to attend a different school. She wanted to go to her dream school. Dream school doesn't give scholarships. That's another thing parents need to understand. Not every college offers merit-based scholarships. So she asked me, she said, would you talk to my daughter? Now, she didn't say talk her out of it. She just said, would you talk to my daughter? Sure. So we got on a Zoom call and I showed her the math. Here's the career choice that she had. You can Google search, what is the entry-level income for this career path, for this degree? You don't even have to click the link. It's right there in front of you.
Right.
Now let's take that number, because that's the yearly number. That is your 12-month number. Take out federal taxes, federal income taxes. Now let's divide by 12. Now you and I both know in the real world, that's still not your actual bottom line that you're getting in your paycheck. There's still plenty of things that come out of that paycheck, but just for the sake of simplicity, that's all you need to do is take out the federal taxes. Divide by 12. This child was going to have $2,500 income per month. Now, parents are like, holy moly. They're like freaking out going, holy crap. But the kid thinks she's rich.
Right. She thinks she's rich. She doesn't know that rent is like $1,800 a month.
Thank you. Teenagers have never seen that kind of money. They think that this is a lot of money. They think they're rich. Now, again, we're not even going through the budgeting process yet to see what it really costs to live on. We're only talking about the cost of college.
Right.
Susie wanted to attend a school that over 4 years, and only 4 years, was going to cost $260 for those 4 years, $260,000.
Wow.
That 10-year note is $2,900 per month.
Oh, my word.
For 10-year, every month, $2,900 to pay that debt. She graduates bankrupt. She'll be living on her mama's couch forever.
Right.
Not only getting the job that brings home $2,500 a month, but side gigs just to pay that debt.
Right.
And even if you stretch the debt from 10 years to 15 to 20 years, which again, that's something that gets offered, and a lot of kids think that's a good idea. It's not. You know, do the math. The longer you spread it out, the more money you're paying.
Absolutely.
Even if she spreads it out, go all the way to 20 years, you still can't afford to pay the note and survive and live and have a life and just get a decent, like you said, an apartment. Do the math with your kids. So there's something called the net price calculator. If you're not sure what it costs to attend college today, every college required by law has to have something called the net price calculator on their website. Find it, yes, net price calculator, or NPC.
Okay.
To find it, it's pretty easy. Don't bother going directly to the website of the college. Too much of a pain in the butt to find it. Easy just to search it. Google search, say Google, your whatever your internet search of choice is. Search net price calculator, name of school. And that'll come up for you. Okay. It looks like a mortgage calculator.
Okay.
You're going to fill in the blanks. They're not keeping your numbers. You're just fill in the blanks and assume, let's say that your kid would start, even if it's 10 years from now, assume your kid is starting today using today's numbers. What would that look like to you? And it's going to spit out how much money it's going to cost you. Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Every
That's a good
parent
source, good
is,
tool.
most parents are incredibly shocked as what the cost really is. Now, this is the list price, let's say. It's kind of like going to a car dealership and looking at the list price of the car they have in the showroom on the little turntable.
Yeah.
That's what
Yes.
this is. That's what
Uh-huh.
this is. This is checking out the list price based on that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Got
keep
you.
in mind, you don't have to pay that amount.
Mm-hmm.
If you can
How do
choose to pay that, but you don't have to pay that.
Right. So
Okay.
how do we keep from paying that?
Start with scholarships. And they can
Okay.
also, we use the term negotiate, but colleges don't like that wording.
Hmm.
You can appeal the price that they offer you. So if you have a high school rising senior right now, they're going to be applying to colleges this fall.
Uh-huh.
And then your child is offered in writing, here's your financial aid offer.
Mm-hmm.
If that number isn't good enough for you, you can appeal it and say, hey, we were kind of hoping for something a little bit better. Now,
Yeah.
here's the
Wow.
thing. They have the right to say no. They will
Mm-hmm.
not rescind the offer. So don't think if you're asking for more money that they're going to take away what they've already offered. They won't do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's best if you have a reason. For example, the money that the income, et cetera, that you're putting in there, your financial status that you're putting in initially for them to determine what it is that you have. That money is coming from 2 years ago, from what your income and your assets were 2 years ago. So since it's not current, your financial status may have changed. You may have more medical bills since then.
Right.
You may have had a layoff or a change in income. Maybe mom decided to start her own business and she's no longer in the corporate world. And so her income, her portion has changed, or what have you, any number of
Right.
potential things. Move to a different location for your job, and yeah, you're making more, but so's the cost of living. It's a lot higher. Whatever.
Right.
It's better to have some reason, and the reason can be, this is my daughter's first choice college. Man, she really, really wants to go here. We just can't make it with this. One of my
Mm-hmm.
clients appealed and was offered another $48,000.
Wow.
But here's the thing. They have to want your kid. Remember, when
Mm.
you're talking about college acceptance and them offering your child scholarships or discounts, they're not offering this to pat your kid on the back or, say, oh, poor Susie doesn't have a lot of income. No, everything they offer is for their benefit, not yours.
Right.
They're placing this offer because they believe in your kid, and your kid makes them look good.
Mm.
So you have to work toward this from as early as middle school to produce your child's assets, just like your business has assets.
Mm-hmm.
Produce their personal brand so that colleges looking at this black and white piece of paper say, holy crud, we have to have this kid. I've actually had colleges call the child after the child has made a decision to attend a different school and say, what can we do to get you to come here?
Wow.
Because you have to remember, when they are choosing their class, when they're choosing these kids, they got plans for this kid. They're thinking, this is going to be a freaking awesome alumni.
Right. Right.
Now, that particular student did not change her mind. She had made her choice and she was happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
So just to give you an idea of how well colleges can just discern or figure out what type of person this is going to be as an adult, this student, after college, first of all, she went into college owning her own business. She exited college with a second business. And within less than 10 years of college, owns 4 businesses.
Wow.
They know what they're looking at.
Yeah.
Right? So when you have built up your child to market your child to the college, and they can see or foresee what type of person, what type of an adult, and they can see your child making an impact on their campus community, they want that and they'll pay for that.
Right. Wow. That is so good to know. So good to know. And that, I mean, and these are little nuggets that most parents have no idea. No idea they're supposed to be branding their kid from middle school, or, like setting them up for success to stand out from all the rest of the thousands of college applicants, so that the college will want them and will do whatever it takes to get them. So thank you so much for sharing those nuggets, because most parents don't know. They're completely unaware, don't even know what it takes to brand their child, let alone the fact that they're supposed to be doing it in the first place. So this is super, super helpful. And I know that you have a lot more resources and tools and tips and tricks, because your children, personally, you have experienced that they won over 17. Tell us the stats again and the value, because you are a subject matter expert on this. So we know we can trust what you have to say.
So again, starting as early as middle school with the things that you can do during that early part in life. First of all, I want parents to realize you're not stressing your kids out. A lot of parents think, oh, the kids are they're under a lot of stress anyway. You don't want to stress them out over, starting so early. It's just the opposite. See, when you start early, you can take the methods, the procedure, the strategy slowly, no stress. That's the whole point. This is a completely stress-free opportunity so that your kids can actually have fun during high school and enjoy themselves and do the things that they love, right?
Right.
So
and it becomes normal. Like if it's slowly, it's just a normal part of the process. It's a normal thing. So there would be no stress associated with it, because it's just fun and it's just normal.
That's exactly right. And you for your personal access, now I'm going to do the quick disclaimer here. I'm not a financial planner, certified financial planner. This is for educational purposes only. There, I've said it. Okay. So diversification is the key to a healthy retirement for yourself, but you've got to put yourself first. Your kids are not planning to support you in your golden years.
Right.
They're going to be living their own life with their own family. Your job as a parent is to set them up for success. So there's a lot of things that you can be doing. As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you can have your child as part of your business. You can hire them. There's some opportunities there that are tax advantaged, as well as helping with the college planning and the college finances. When we talk about diversification, a lot of people, well, there's so-and-so just invested in Walmart or Disney their whole life decades ago, and that's all I did. Sure, there's the outlier. That does occasionally happen.
Right.
But that's not the majority. The majority, you're in much better shape if you're diversifying. But consider what that means to you, whether or not you're investing in stocks and real estate and gold and foreign investments, commodities, crypto, whatever. But 100%, I believe, never invest in something you don't understand. Right. I don't care if you've got a great investment strategist that works with you. Try to find somebody that's going to help you to understand the things that you're investing in. You should understand what it is and how things change within that industry. Also, I always want to encourage parents and business owners, invest in your community by offering a college scholarship to children in your community. It takes very little, and it can be tax deductible as an advertisement to your business.
Oh, I'd love to learn more about that.
Again, consult your tax advisor.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That is really great. I love that idea. I mean, so fantastic. And now, Denise, I know we have to wrap up this segment of Golden Nuggets. And I really just want you to share with us, what can we do? Is there anything like today? What can we do to make a change in how we've been thinking and get access to these resources so that we can start making a change in our lives today and start leaving a legacy for our children and setting them up for success in college?
Awesome. Well, first of all, get on my email list. Okay. There are so many opportunities that it'll make your head spin. I try not to make it confusing. You will not get an email every day from me.
All right, and we get to your email list by going to?
You can go to getaheadoftheclass.com.
Awesome.
There are opportunities right there on the home page that you can visit and get on my email list. There's also an ebook specifically for business owners. It's titled The Business of Paying for College: How Business Owners and Six-Figure Earners Get Free College for Their Kids. There's a lot of different opportunities for you to connect with me. I have a podcast, a YouTube channel, and other opportunities. The website is getaheadoftheclass.com. That's getaheadoftheclass.com. And you can always reply to an email that you have any questions about something in particular, because there's things that change constantly in this arena of the high school to college process. So I spend a lot of my time researching what's happening today and how that affects my families.
Got you.
And I have families, believe it or not, whose oldest children are age 7 and 8 on my email list because they are determined to not pay $1 million for their kids to go to school, because they did the math. They extrapolated average, college costs and how it rises every year. And they understand, we're not paying $1 million for our kids to go to school. There's another way.
Good for them. That is fantastic. Well, Denise, this has been fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, your golden nuggets with us here today on 100 TV Network. It has been an amazing experience. Truly appreciate you. And I'll definitely be in touch, especially about that scholarship thing and using it as a tax offset benefit for my business, which is Executive Help Now. We're a virtual assistant service. So it will be great to look into that a little bit more and see if we can take advantage of that as well. So
sounds great. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on. This has been fabulous.
All right. Well, thank you. Have an awesome day.